Welcome back to the Embodying Bliss Unfiltered Podcast, where we get real, raw, and unfiltered about self-care, healing, and the power of embodiment. I'm Heidi, and today we're diving into a topic that can feel uncomfortable, but is absolutely essential for emotional growth: vulnerability. Vulnerability is often misunderstood. Society tells us that being vulnerable is really weak, that it makes us soft, or that we're opening ourselves up to being hurt. But what if I told you that vulnerability is really actually a powerful tool for healing and transformation? What if it's actually the key to unlocking emotional freedom? Well, before we jump in, don't forget to sign up for my Embodying Bliss Prep Challenge, a 7-day journey designed to help you reconnect to your body, release stress, and start integrating these healing practices. Remember to check the link in the show notes for more information. So, vulnerability is often misunderstood. Let's just start by defining it. Vulnerability is all about allowing yourself to be seen, and I mean really seen. It's about being open, authentic, honest, and even when it feels really risky or scary. It's showing up as you truly are without hiding behind masks or walls. When we talk about vulnerability in the context of emotional healing, it's about being willing to feel your emotions, whether they're comfortable or not, and allowing those feelings to really move through you. It's also about letting others in and sharing your truth without fear of judgment. The beauty of vulnerability is that it creates connection. When we open up and allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we really invite others to do the same. And that's where true healing happens. Not in isolation, but in connection. When we share our struggles, our pains, and even our triumphs with others, we create a sense of community. We remind each other that we're not alone in our experiences. That connection, that shared humanity, is what really helps us release shame and embrace healing. Vulnerability is really also essential for emotional freedom. Think about it. How often do we hide our true feelings out of fear of rejection or judgment? How many of us bottle up emotions, pretending they don't exist, until, they eventually burst out in unhealthy ways? Because true emotional freedom comes when we let go of the need for perfection and embrace the reality that we are truly human. It's okay to feel messy, to not have it all together, and to really express our emotions in a way that feels authentic. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we open the door to self-compassion. We stop criticizing ourselves for being too much or not enough. Instead, we learn to embrace who we are in all our complexity. And that's when emotional healing can truly begin. So now I want to invite you to embrace vulnerability in a small but yet powerful way. Take out a piece of paper, or even if you have a journal close by, and ask yourself the following questions. What am I afraid to really feel right now? What emotions have I been avoiding or even suppressing? Now, take a deep breath and write down whatever comes to mind. Let me suggest that you can even pull out the journal on your phone and type it in, however you can get this down. It might be hard at first, and that's okay. Just let yourself write freely without judging yourself. This is all about expressing your truth. If you feel comfortable, you can share what you wrote with a trusted friend or a loved one, whichever best suits you. Remember, vulnerability is not about perfection. It's about authenticity. And here's the truth. Vulnerability is not weakness. It takes immense strength to open up, to show the parts of yourself that you might be scared to really reveal. In fact, the more vulnerable you are, the more courageous you become. When we choose vulnerability, we choose to trust ourselves, to trust the process, and to trust the people around us. And that's where true growth happens. Vulnerability is one of the most powerful gifts you can give to yourself and to the world. It's the key to really unlock emotional freedom and authentic connection. When you choose to be vulnerable, you allow your true self to really shine through. Remember, you are never alone in this journey. And if this episode resonated with you, I encourage you to join my Embodying Bliss Prep Challenge. It's a great way to really start integrating vulnerability and emotional healing into your daily life. And if you found this episode really helpful, share it with someone who might need a reminder that vulnerability is strength and not a weakness. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And until next time, be brave, be vulnerable, and keep flowing toward bliss.